The last track felt a bit whack, I must admit, because I felt it was rushed a bit, and as such, my spitting was rather minimal. And I just spit it a couple minutes ago, but now I want to know if I can do any better. But I don't know. I threaten the beat, but I don't want to go down that route again. I want to find something that I can even at least pretend to talk in a useful way about. But sometimes I doubt something will pop up in the second that I need it. Like it's receding. Like so many of my fears, they're bleeding through into my everyday life, but I strive to go stride past them. My past has a lot of shit in it. What can I say? It's spinning around, reeling. So real to me, still feeling like it is today. It's definitely within. Starting to begin to turn around, as I said, spin repeatedly, in the same way that thoughts do, repeatedly. It's not neat, you see, it's a tumultuous flow that punches and throws down to be crowned the one that gains my conscious attention. There's no preventing any of this shit, you see. It's so much easier to spit like this. I don't know why I missed the opportunity to do so. I just don't know quite how to easily expound upon the fact that I'm confounded by my emotional state. Not that it's profound, it sounds quite simple, and it's simply that I'm elated, but I can't see a way for this not to seem faded, that it's just a bait that I'm catching on to. Doesn't matter. I will unscrew this bottle and find the note within. Will I choke and begin to start sinning in a desperate attempt to win it again? Or can I prevent such eventuality? Either by maintaining a sane mind should it not defy the odds and fly away, or if it should defy the odds, I can first of all ask why and maybe find an answer in time, but also would be a joyous, very joyous occasion. I'm not very boisterous in stating this. It's a sum of small things, I think, that add up as such to summit whatever seemingly insurmountable obstacle was there beforehand. But I tend to call into question the fucking 8 tentacles this octopus possesses. I talk about once the religious side of things in its multitude of absurdities, and then I spend a word, you see, at the context of fate and determinism, as I'm never deterred. I miss my fun when I spit and run to the third word that I spit. It's not absurd. It's just my mind, my internal struggle. And then I struggle on to find and pour over more thoughts that I got so that I can start putting 4 words that I ought. Well, not 4 words, the 4th point that I just chose to anoint, which is the fucking police brutality and racism in the United States. And it's difficult enough to be alive there, but I have to add number 5 as a separate point, and that is the fucker named Trump. That is there's not a word mean enough, insulting enough to use that I could choose from. I just want to abuse that cunt, to be honest, but I'll move on. It's best if I don't continue on too much with this, even though it's a bit of bliss. And then we're already on to point number 6, which is in and of itself a mix of different topics, but it's about me not wanting to stop and partially wanting to pop. A bit of respect, at least. Gain that. I don't need the fame that most claim to have. I don't think so. I just want to maim the beat find a nice, neat way to threaten it. Have it beat down. But better yet, I move on to 7, the heavenly endeavor of trying to find the beauty in dying. It's a strange thought, but it ought to be one that is strived for, a delightful concept that we have, that our lives do not continue on indefinitely. Because in the end you would see that this is just misery in perpetuity. And now with the chirp and a bit of news, you see the 8th point, which is finding and rhyming in a way that is not saying anything. Because sometimes I need to spend a bit of time to think of what my mind wants to focus on this time, define a clear parameter. And as such, I rhyme like an amateur and keep the flow going. And in the end, this freestyle ended up showing my thought process, at least on the beat so far. And I must say I'm quite happy with the bars that I managed to spit, straight to the point. And I can't wait to repeat any of the 8 or add on more thoughts. I don't think I brought this upon myself, but this is just much better than the one I recorded a couple minutes ago. Because there I didn't want to show off, I just wanted to offer my thoughts on how to reveal and show my happiness that normally is concealed within and was fading when I was beginning the track before that. But now I lack any other topic to go to, and I know it's time to end. So my friends, I think I'm satisfied now. I hope the crowd enjoyed it, even if you weren't wowed. Ciao.